Hello! Today we're talking about live recording. Not sampling, we'll be talking about that in a future video, but recording your performance in live on the Verselab. So today we're going to be in the sequencer section of the workflow and in note mode again. We're going to just, this initialized patch, we're starting from scratch. We're going to be in kit mode, or the kit track, excuse me. Let's first look at the tempo settings, the metronome, and so forth. So to do that, right under sequencer, it says tempo, and it's in a little white box. The little white box around things means it uses the shift button, has a white box around it as well. So hold down shift and push sequencer. That brings you to tempo, the tempo menu item. So the first thing is BPM. Let's just bring that up a bit. So you can either use your third knob here to adjust the number, or you can use your value knob. Also, in this menu here, you can push down on the value knob to go back and forth between entries. Now we're selecting what we want to edit. Now we're selecting the number we want to edit, right? You could also instead just use the first the first control knob to move the category, and the third control knob under the number to change the numbers. Move it up something a little higher for now. The second thing on the list is count in. This will make it so when you push record and then you push play, it'll give you 4 counts before you start. That is very useful. I keep that on all the time. This next one is if the metronome is on while you're recording. Let's look at that right now. We'll come back to this. This one is the how loud the metronome level is, and this one is the type of the metronome. Let's listen to these things and take a look right now. So if we just push play, we got nothing, right? You can see it moving along, but there's nothing in here. So if we turn on metronome, it's going to give us counts, 4 counts, 4 beats. It's going to count every single beat so we can hear it. The level is how high the volume is, right? So I usually keep it around 70 or so I can hear it. The last one is the type. We have different types of clicking you can have. I like 6.
3, 4, 1.
That one's interesting. It counts the beats for you. This one's in Japanese, counting the beats. Anyway, so I usually have that off because there are several other ways to deal with putting a metronome in. For instance, you could just go to the hi-hat, right? Something like that, and just put in the beats. Now when it plays back, you'll have the beats, and you can edit that out when you've recorded your drums, for instance. And once you have your drums, it's really not all that necessary to have a metronome because your drums will be that for you. Anyway, so 2 ways to record your live performance. The first way is by, you're in the track. Right now we're in the kit track. You can do this on any of the 7 tracks you have, but we're in the kit track. You hit record, and then you hit play. When you hit play, if you have the count in turned on, it'll count 4 beats and then start recording. If the count in is off, it's just going to start as soon as you push play. So I like having the count in on, but then you just start playing whatever you want to play, for instance. Right? Easy enough. If we turn off recording, you can see that we have the hi-hat here, and then we have the kick. Easy enough. You can record multiple pads all at once in this way. So if you're in the kit track, you have 16 pads. Check this out. You can see all these little green, when you're playing back, all the little green lights are the pad that's currently being played. Right? And if you click on the pad, you'll see at the bottom, the step sequencer shows what the steps are that were recorded during that time. Right? All right, so let's hit clear and sequence. If you're in the kit track, that'll clear all of the step sequencers. So everything is going to be cleared, not just the pad you're on. Boom, clear. We got a new slate to work with. Now I'm going to show you the second way to record. We're going to start out the same way. So say you like that, right? But you want to add in something else, like some hi-hats right now, right? Instead of stopping and then hitting record and doing the count in again, you can record it live while it's playing. If it's playing with record on, and even when something is playing, you can hit record. If record is on and it's playing, it'll record whatever you play in real time. So watch this. We'll do the hi-hat. Perfect, right? So now we can record on the step sequencer by using the steps individually. We can record in by hitting record then play with a count in starting at the beginning. And if something is playing, we can make sure record is on and then play in live and it will record that. It's worth noting too, we can also go in and edit the steps. I'm sure these are not right on the grid. So if we hit edit and hit a step, you can see, yeah, see that's That's 62 off the grid. That's 54 off the grid. So we can go in and change all of those. We'll talk about quantized settings in another video, but that is going to be very useful for playing in live, especially if you're like me and you don't play in live very well. For now, let's look at one more thing about playing in live. So we'll keep this going. Let's go to our instrument track. This is the default. It's the bell. So let's just put in a bell. We're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to start with the track off and give a count in. Great. We got two different chords, a little bit messed up there. We can edit that, but we're not going to. Now we're going to add in one more thing while it's playing live. Let's go to instrument 2. By default, this is the ooze pad, or O's pad maybe. And we're just going to add in something else. Oops, see, recording was not on. That's why I did not record. Right, and you can see it down here. It was recorded into the step sequencer, and it's playing up here on these little green notes. Excellent, so we are done. That is it for today. It's a short video just showing you how to record things in live. Again, don't forget, you can also add more measures. All of these are one measure right now, but they don't have to be. They could be multiple measures by using copy or hitting edit and the measure button and changing the step length. See, this little light comes on if it goes past 16, right? So now I have more measures we can work with. Next time we'll be talking about some quick terminology. Then we'll be talking about using section mode and song mode to arrange the pieces of your song to make something and then export it out to a wave so you can share it with the world. There are a lot more videos to come, including videos on sampling and the looper track and vocal takes and effects. We're getting there. I thank you for being with me, and I hope this helps out. Feel free to subscribe and like and put your comments down below. I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Hope you have a great day. I hope you learned something. Bye.